Guess I'm live. Idiot of the day. Jeff here. Commit Don't Quit. Just an early live till tonight. We're still doing the Jeff and JoJo show at just after supper, but I thought, you know what? Everybody's kind of busy this afternoon here, and we're going over to my mom's around 3, so for dinner. So about 2 hours. So I thought, you know what? I have an hour between 1 and 2 right now. And I thought I'm gonna go live. You know, Joe and I will be on the Jeff and JoJo show at what do you call it? Just after supper tonight. But I thought I'd come on just for a bit. I mean, we may have a couple people, we may not. I don't know. But yeah, I thought I'd come on, see what happens today. Anyways, hopefully have good afternoon here. Just gonna do a few odds and ends while I'm waiting here. But Anthony Fletcher, how you doing, Anthony? Hope you had a good birthday. Anthony, I want to wish you a happy birthday, everybody. It was Anthony's birthday. I think it was Friday, wasn't it, Anthony? Ethan had a great time at your birthday party on Friday night. So hope you're doing well, my friend. But happy belated birthday. And Ethan said he had a great time at the virtual reality and that on Friday night. He certainly did. Ethan's upstairs playing Fortnite, I think, some kind of Xbox game. So that's what's happening right now. But it's a quiet day today. It's Sunday afternoon, and we've just got a few things to do this afternoon. We're gonna go over to my mom's for dinner. So I thought I'd come on here and just for a tiny bit, So we'll get this all refreshed, get this going here. Let's see what's happening here. Let me just make sure this is live. We are live. Okay, good. Okay, so we have a couple people here. Let's see here. Phoebers and Sissy, hi. How are you? It's good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're having a good weekend. Everybody can hear me, okay? Fish Keeping Jamaica, hey brother, how are you? Raleigh, it's good to see you. Yes, Anthony Fletcher with your birthday Friday. That's good. And Ethan had a good time on Friday night at your birthday party. Joseph Girl, how you doing, buddy? You know what? Whoops, I don't know what's going on here. My shirt's coming apart. I don't know what the heck's going on. So anyways, what did we watch last night? I forget. We were gonna watch Back to the Future, but we didn't. We ended up watching something. I'll have to ask Joe later what it was, but we hadn't seen it in years. Fish Keeping Jamaica, been unable to make the link in the week. Internet at work's not good anymore. Oh, no worries at all. I literally, you know what? I come on just on Sundays on the weekend. I don't go Saturdays usually, but usually we go Sunday nights at either 7 or 8 o'clock. Probably about 7, maybe 8. It could be closer to 8 tonight. I don't know. I'm not gonna set a time. Joe and I do a show on Sunday nights called the Jeff and JoJo Show. Just means Joe comes on. We have a little bit of fun talking to everybody. But usually it's after dinner. We take our daughter back to her mom, and then by the time we get home, we go on for an hour or so. But I never want to say if it's 7 or 8, but it's one of those times. But we'll put it in the community tab just before we do it. Just we don't have a set schedule on Sunday like we do during the week. Volume's low. Okay. Sorry about that. There's nothing I can do about it. The volume's set right now, so I can talk like this, but I don't know what happens, unfortunately. Beavers and Sissy, we can hear you. Good. Let me see. You know, I'm not going to play around with it while I'm live because it just messes things up. So I'll just leave the mic the way it is right now. But yeah, I'll just leave the mic all. But it works sometimes, and sometimes we have a few issues, so sorry about that. PM's Adventure Vlogs, how are you? Okay, that's awesome, Raleigh. Thanks very much. Gonna some work on my fish pond, but decided to show some love. Thanks very much, my friend. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great one. I appreciate you dropping in. I really do. Joseph Girl, I'd like to watch Major League again. Oh my gosh, so would I. You know what, Joseph? My favorite scene in that is when not Cicero. What's his name? The fella. He says Joe Boo. That's my favorite part of that movie. My favorite part. I love that movie. Fish Keeping Jamaica. I listen on my laptop now with an earphone. Usually the volume is a little bit louder. Oh, okay, no worries. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes it could be loud. I don't have a reasoning for it because it's the same setup I always have. So I really don't know what it is, unfortunately. Better. Good. Mandela Maya, hi, how are you? It's good to see you. No, you're low again. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm really sorry about that. There's nothing I can do about it. So I do apologize if it's low. Steve Believe, how are you? It's good to see you, Steve. Hope you're having a good weekend. You did a good job. It was like 2:30 in the morning, Steve. Your video popped up, and I said, listen to this, Joe. It sounded awesome. Fish Keeping Jamaica, how are things with your family? Really good. My daughter, she's in exam. She started on Friday. She's got, it's her first semester. It's just ending. So they had exams, and then they start, not next week, but the following Monday. A week this Monday, they start the second semester. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, she has her last 3 exams. She had history on Friday, science tomorrow on Monday, and then I'm not sure the other 2 classes. So she'll be done Wednesday, which she's glad of, and I'm glad for her. It's she's been studying the last month like crazy. It's been crazy for her. So she's been busy all weekend. I think she was up till 3:30 last night studying. She's the thing with her is she takes courses in English and French, and her science class she learns everything in French. But the exam, everything's going to be in English, so she has to translate everything over all her notes over to English because it's not the same just translating. It's a lot different. So especially with the codes and stuff like that. But so she's excited about it to get it done. Davy Smith, how are you? It's good to see you. Joseph Girl, I have to get back to work. Hope everybody has a great day. Yeah, you too, Joseph. Thanks a lot for coming. I appreciate it. Yes, Fish Keeping Jamaica, thanks, 9 watching. That's awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes, I always forget when you come in, you know, if there's anybody new, if you're not subscribed, if you like to, there's a subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner and a notification bell. If you hit the notification or tap it, you get notified for lives and for the latest videos and that. But and if there is anybody new in here, you know what, if you don't know somebody, if you check one of their videos out, check their channel, leave them a message. That way they can come back to your channel, check it out. You never know, you know, could find your next newest interest. Steve says, thank you, Jeff. Yeah, I heard the upload early to avoid. Oh, Steve, it's too bad about that. Ethan, are you coming down? You're not in your pajamas, are you? Get dressed then. Yeah, my son's in his pajamas. I told him if he wanted to come down, he had to throw his clothes on, not run around in his pajamas. Steve, the beard. Yeah, no, I'm done with that. I'm probably gonna take this off too tomorrow or sometime this week. It's not for me. It's too thin in that. It's just my wife doesn't like it and I don't like it. I like it off, so I'm gonna clip it down again. I said to myself, you know what, maybe my latest upload, my new video, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll set up a tripod and film it, clip my hair off. Maybe that's what I'll do. Sometimes you gotta try to think of things, and I know that'd be pretty boring, but I thought, you know what, I keep a t-shirt on so nobody sees this horrible hairy chest and that. But yeah, I thought maybe that's what I should do, clip my hair off, and that might take a few minutes, but I could put it in a couple parts, so maybe that's what I'll do. The beard, yes. Steve, laugh out loud. You know what are you gonna do? I can't keep a beard. It's not for me. Not for me at all. Not for me at all. So anyways, what's everybody been up to this weekend? We kind of stayed around the house yesterday. We were out doing a few things. We had to go get groceries and pick up a few things, and then I think, what do we have for supper? We had pizza. I didn't think we'd have pizza this week, but Joe's like, you think the kids would like that? I said the kids would eat that 7 days a week. So anyways, we had pizza for supper, and it is what it is. Steve says you can still try the mustache. Like, no, Steve. Yeah, that's, you know what I did. I grew a handlebar. Well, I had the beard or the goatee, so I shaved it. I shaved it to this right here. Well, that's better. That actually works a lot better. I shaved it to here, and then what happened is, actually, that's a lot better. What I did is, now I have like 3 screens. I have the pop-out, I have OBS, and then I have the dashboard. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. I've never done that before. It opened up to 3 screens. So, yeah, I shaved it here, and it had the handlebar. I thought, oh, yeah, that's sweet, as the kids would say. But I walked in, and Joe says, you get that thing off right now. It looks horrifying. But some people can pull it off, but not me. But anyways, Steve, Eric and his son went to NAMM. I think they were leaving today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. In California, but they met a few people on his Facebook Steve, Eric's got photos. His son with Rudy Sarso. Do you remember the bass player of Quiet Riot? And then he also they went one night about 9 or 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night, wherever they were. I don't know if it was Anaheim, California, or wherever NAMM is, but they went to IHOP, the International House of Pancakes, I think it is. They went out for dinner late at night. And who did they run into? They ran into George Lynch of Lynch Mob or Dokken. And they got photos with George Lynch. Then they met quite a few other people. But I think he'll be probably putting them in his up on his YouTube channel, the EVH and Gear TV. But he's got them on his Facebook. So if you have Eric on Facebook, you can take a look at them there. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. I was surprised to see George Lynch. Definitely surprised to see him. Let me see here. Okay. So, how's everybody's day going? Everybody have had a good weekend so far? Yeah, it was cool, Steve. You know what? He was excited. The son had he took the son with him, and they were interviewing people. At one point at NAMM, there's one video. They're doing a show, and Eric and his son didn't realize they were in the video, and they were literally walking in the background as the show's go. I don't know if it was Gibson or I don't know who it was, or Kramer, but they had the show live, and as you're watching, you see his son and him walking in the background. He said, I had no idea. They never said anything about that it was live and that we weren't allowed to walk through there, but he was kind of excited this year because he got to take his son, and his son, I don't know, his son must be a teenager. I'm not sure his age. I don't know if he's 13, 14, or 12. I don't know, but his son's a pretty good guitar player. I imagine from his dad he's learned. But yeah, he was excited to take him, and I imagine they were excited to go down to California. I think at the beginning he was saying that literally they flew out of Detroit, but we'd had a really bad snowstorm, so it iced up, and they canceled the flight for like 10 or 12 hours. But that's what happened. Anyways, how's everybody else's day? I'm yapping on, and sometimes you can get talking, and then it's like, what else is going on? What else is going on for everybody else in the chat here? Anybody have anything exciting with their channel or with the weekend? Any exciting plans for the rest of the day at all? I imagine it's probably evening for you, is it, Steve? What is it, about 7 or 7, quarter after 7 at night? Steve leaves, says, have a great day. Yeah, you too, Steve. Thanks very much for dropping in. I appreciate it. And like I said, I might only stay on for like half an hour. I've been on about 15 minutes, but I'll stay on for a tiny bit. But literally, we have to leave just after 2 o'clock anyway, so I won't stay till that time. But I'll stay in for a bit. Mr. Rocker Vlogs, Mr. Rocker. Hey, how are you? It's nice to see you. Welcome. Anybody here, say hello to each other. And like I always said, you know what? If you don't know somebody, leave a message. That way they can check you out as well. Feverson Sissy says, bye, Steve. Yeah, I think Steve, it's probably about 7 or 7:30 almost there at night. And, the family, it's probably Sunday night there. So he's got to get settled in. Got to get settled in with the kids and family and that. But, like I said, I wasn't going to go live for a long time today. I was just going to go for a bit. Let's see. Ethan, are you coming downstairs? Yeah. Okay, no problem. You want to come on and say hi? You want to say hello to a few people?
Hi.
Do you want to sit down and say hi to a few people?
Hi.
Come on, take a seat if you want to.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you can talk to a few people. Yeah, you're gonna just leave Dad in the lurch, are you? Yeah, of course he is. Yeah. Yeah, he came on. But let's see, what do we have here? I'm just doing a few things in the background, everybody. So, I mean, if you stay, that's awesome. But if you have to go on, I understand it's Sunday afternoon, so I'm literally just doing a couple things, so I apologize. Let's see here. Mr. Rocker Vlogs. Mr. Rocker says, hey, everybody. Hello, how are you? So how's your day, Mr. Rocker? Any plans for the rest of the day? We are going to my mother's for dinner. We don't usually see her very often. Yeah. We're going at 3 o'clock, okay? So we'll leave just after 2. But, Tham's World, yay, I caught you in here. Hope you're all doing good. Hello, everybody. Hi, Tham's World. It's nice to see you. I don't usually go this early on a Sunday. Usually I go Monday to Friday about 2 o'clock, so just about an hour later than this. But everybody was doing something in the house right now, and I thought, you know what? I don't have to run out and do errands or anything like that. So I had about an hour. I don't want to say I had an hour to kill, but that's literally what I had to do. Everybody was upstairs. I think my daughter's studying, and Ethan, our son that you just saw, he's been playing video games all morning, and literally my wife, she doesn't want to have any part of this in the afternoon. She just wants to take it easy. She says, I'm having no part of it. I like going on at night with you, but in the day I want my time. So I respect that. She's I don't think she ever want to do this, like come on here every day and do this, but she likes to come on at least once on Sunday nights, always Sunday nights, but maybe once or twice a week, but that's the extent. She says I don't really have anything to say after that. But it's nice to have her here, and I always say it's the best when she's with me, because it's great to talk to everybody, and I love talking to everybody, but literally, no, it's the strangest thing if you've ever done the life, and you're literally sitting in a room talking to a computer, talking to the microphone, talking to the cam, and sometimes you can get going, you're speeding on a mile a minute, and then other times it's dead silence. So it's nice to have somebody with you. Them's World says, yes, I've been very busy myself, have not had a lot of time to do much. That's sometimes a good thing and sometimes a bad thing. When you get that free minute, it's all the best in the world in that for you. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I won't stay on for an hour today. I'll stay on probably for half an hour, so about 12 or 13 more minutes. That way, anybody that comes in, great. But if anybody else has anything that's going on, just let us know. I don't know what's happening with everybody's channel. Anybody have anything exciting coming out in the next little bit this week or in the near future? We've been trying to change this channel up by changing the live. Just been using a different program and just adding a few odds and ends, not a lot, nothing really major. Pretty much just added like putting the chat on the screen and putting the avatar and the subscribe, then the scrolling text and that. You can always change that. I just put that up. I'm not trying to offend anybody by saying that. It's just saying thank you to everybody. And since the channel's called Idiot of the Day, it's just everybody that comes. Nobody's an idiot. Just everybody that's coming. I want to say thanks very much for being part of the show, and just thanks very much for everything. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. From Zero to Homestead, hey Jeff and everybody, long time no chat. Yeah, from Zero to Homestead. You know what? Literally, I had an hour, and my wife said, "Well, it's 1 o'clock. You can do whatever you want." Usually, I don't get that. Usually, it's like, "Hey, can you go get me milk? Can you go out to the store to pick up the kids this? Can you go take the kids here? I need to get something. Can we go to the mall? Can we have to go out today. We've got a meeting." Or, there's swimming, there's some kind of sporting event going on with the kids. So it's not always the quiet time. Sometimes it's a busy time. But literally today's the first time all week we've had a little downtime. And she said, it's 1 o'clock. You have till 2, and then after 2, we have to get the kids ready and get going because we have to be at my mom's for 3 o'clock. She likes to have us over once a week. And now that my dad's been gone a few years, she's by herself. So I imagine just like everybody with their parents and that as they get older. I don't see her all the time, and I talk to her every night just to make sure she's okay. She's 76 years old, and she does well considering. I think we all worried once he passed. I'm not going to make this depressing, I promise. Just after he passed away, and that we didn't know. You never know how if they're going to get old quick or if they're going to move on with things. My mom and dad did everything together, so you never know how things are going to work out. But surprisingly, I think my dad would have been happy how things turned out after everything, especially for her. He was 10 years older almost than my mom, and literally she has got out. She walks twice a day, 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the afternoon. She's lost some weight, got herself in great shape. She does exercise with some of the ladies she used to work with. They go out for coffee and breakfast once a week. Literally, it's like my mom has a job now in her late 70s. From Monday to Friday, from about 9 to 5. If you wanted to get a hold of her, you couldn't. You call. It's like she's at work, but after that, usually after dinner is the good time because she's settled in, and it's funny. She never watched TV a day in her life. Now at night, because there's nobody there, she sits and she watches all the shows like The Bachelor or Bachelorette or all these other shows. She would, or movies that it's surprising because my mom never knew anything about any of those things as we grew up. But now she'll call and say, "Hey, did you see this?" Of course, we don't watch it, but she's right into it. Willie Parker, did you see my comment? If not, that's okay. No, Willie, I didn't. It's good to see you, Willie. If you commented there, I apologize. Thames World, nope, just my normal junk videos, still being me. Well, Thames World, that's awesome. You know what? Nothing you do is junk, my friend. As far as I'm concerned, nobody should tell anybody what's good or bad. Everybody, you know, has the right to put up. That's what I have to say. You know, mine aren't sometimes exciting, fantastic. Mine are ones with our family and stuff. And I mean, to me, to our family, that's exciting. So we get out, and usually on the weekend. We haven't in the last. This will be probably last second week. Maybe I'll get out this week and film something during the week. But it's been cold and busy, so we haven't been able to get out. But yeah, that's what we do. I mean, some people have specific topics, but us, it's usually when we're out and that family stuff. Jake Deal, how you doing, Jake? How are you? It's good to see you, my friend. You know what? It's just after 1. It's about almost 20 after 1 here. And my wife said, between 1 and 2, it's your time. You do whatever you need to do. I've got things to do upstairs. The kids are, one's studying, one's playing Xbox. So she said, till 2 o'clock, and then whatever after that, we have to get them ready, and we have to get out of here. So just got a few things to do this afternoon. But that's what's happening for us. I hope you're having a good one, my friend. Rob's Homemade. Hi, all. Hope all is good. Yes, Rob, it's good to see you, my friend. You know what? It is good to see you. I hope you're having a good one. Hope everybody's staying warm. I don't know what it's like where everybody is. If they're in a deep freeze here, it's been so darn cold. This last week and a half, 2 weeks, until this last week or two, we had nothing. No really winter at all. It was kind of really warm winter so far. And then, you know, the snow started and the temperature started dropping. Literally, it's a lot of this last week, it's been minus 20 with a wind chill of like minus 30 Celsius. So it's been cold, but okay, pick that up. Okay, say hi to everybody again.
Hi.
Okay, there he is. Yeah, he wanted to come on, didn't he? But yeah, no, that's our son Ethan. He's just up. Are you playing Xbox or what are you doing?
No.
No, what are you doing?
Watching iPad.
Oh, okay. He said he's watching his iPad. What movie did we watch last night? Do you know?
Daddy's Home.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to figure. Joseph Grohl was here earlier, and I was telling him we watched a movie, and I couldn't remember what it was. Daddy's Home. Anybody ever saw that one with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg, I think? Yeah, Mark Wahlberg. It's a pretty good one. I've seen it a few times. I like the first. I don't know if I like the first or second one better, but yeah, we sat around and watched movies last night. Usually we don't get to, but then my wife did a few upgrades. Talk about that later. My wife tells me until things get settled, I'm not to talk about that on here yet. So once things come in and we get things that we did last night, we'll show you here, and then we'll put links up so you can see things and stuff. But it probably be a couple weeks. My wife just set everything up. Well, I won't talk about it right now because she said I'm not allowed to. But yeah, we'll get things up and let everybody see it in a couple weeks. She did a good job. We've been talking about it for weeks, and she made a few things, and once they come in, I'm hoping they turn out in that. So, which I think they should. Fevers and Sissy, hey, here too, really cold. Oh yes. No, it's just like the dead of winter. It seems like that. The cold has been so darn cold. It's not funny. Anybody have anything going on the rest of their day, or anything planned with their family or friends and stuff like that with their loved ones? We're going over to my mom's for dinner. It's usually we did it with my dad. We always try to get over. We didn't get over every week, but we always tried to get over that. You know, they were older, and they're not that old, but they were older. We always like to see them and stuff like that. And the kids always like to go see Grandma and Grandpa. The last few years, I wouldn't tell my mom this, but the last few years, my mom will always call during the week, and she says, "Hey, how are the kids? Do they want to come over for sleepovers?" Well, one's 11, the son's 11, and my daughter's 15, going on 16 in about a month and a half, I guess it is. And you know, they're at that age now. They like seeing Grandma, but they don't want to hang out there. Pretty much, they get there, and 20, 30 minutes later, they're like, "Is it time to go now, Dad?" Fevers and Sissy says, tell Joe hello. Jojo hello. I will. I mean, this is just a... I don't want to call this isn't a test stream. This is just like a early live. Like I said, it's definitely a good time for some people and not a good time for others because it's Sunday afternoon. But Joe and I will go on live again tonight. It'll be the Jeff and JoJo show. I find the Jeff and JoJo show the best because I have her with me, and you know what? I want to say I can not say it 2 words and just let her talk, but it's funny. My wife says you couldn't go the whole show if you wanted to without opening your mouth. She says you got too big of a mouth, but she says you want to tell everybody every single detail about our life. But yeah, that's me. That's just me in real life, anyways. But Willie Parker, I'm going to try a fry steak for dinner and watch the Pro Bowl on TV. That sounds awesome. That sounds good. I don't know what we're having. I don't know if it's chicken or what we'll be having. Usually we go to my mom's and she usually cooks chicken or like roast beef, or it's either chicken or roast beef with my mom. That's good. It's, you know, kind of a family thing. So Belker TV, hey, what's up, brother? You good? Yes, I'm good. As you can see, it's Sunday afternoon. You know, just after 1. It's almost 1:30 here, like 1:30 Eastern Standard Time here. But my wife told me, I said to her about 1:45 I'm going to go at 1 for a bit. She said, no problem. She says, I'm going to go upstairs, do what I need to do, take a shower. Kids are going to get ready, and then just after 2, we're going to get ready and head out. She says, so, you know, if you go on for 10 minutes, half an hour, whatever time you go, by 2, you have to be off because literally we're going to my mom's. So I'm sure everybody wants to know or needs to know that, but Fevers and Sissy laugh aloud. Yeah, exactly. Geez, yeah, my best time is with my wife. I mean, I love, don't get me wrong, I love when everybody's here. I love talking to everybody because you know what? Don't get to... You try as best as possible with videos, and I try to get at least 1 or 2 videos from people a week. A lot of times it's just 1 because you get so many that you get to see so many, but you don't get to see everyone. So it's nothing on anybody if I don't see every single one in the week. But I try as best as possible. Willie Parker says, I got an air fryer. Oh, good, Willie. That's great. That's good. Have you tried it out yet, Willie? Gill Skills. Hey, Bob. How are you, Jeff? How's it going, brother? Oh, pretty good. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. This is just an early live, Bob. This is, I want to say it's the pregame. I'm just joking. Literally at around 1:45 today, we're going over to my mom's for dinner, and we have to be there for 3 o'clock. And Joe says just before 1, she says, I'm going to go upstairs. The kids are doing a few things. Daughter's studying. Ethan's playing video games. She says, you have half an hour or an hour. You have till 2 o'clock. If you go on there, fine. If not, that's fine. But literally, yeah, we're going to go on. I'll go on for a tiny bit longer. I won't stay on forever, but I have to be off at the latest by 2 o'clock because, yeah, we're going over to my mom. So that's pretty much all we're doing. But we'll be on tonight, you know, the Jeff and JoJo show after supper. I don't know if it's 7 or 8, one of those times, just after we get my daughter back to her mom. She needs to go early today, too, because she's got exams tomorrow. So she has to kind of get in and settle. So hopefully it's 7, but at the latest by 8. But usually we're on for like an hour, and that Sunday nights, it's the time when I get with my wife and stuff to come on. She loves talking to everybody, but she's not about to come on YouTube like all the time like I do. Do this. It's not her thing. She loves coming on, talk to everybody. Sometimes she'll get on. She goes, I don't know if I want to do this, and then she gets on, and after she's like, oh my gosh, I had the best time ever. And you know, that's why she only does it once a week, because when she gets on, she has a blast. But she has to kind of be coaxed by me. But when she gets on, she sees everybody, and she remembers all her friends on here, and she's like, oh my gosh, this was the best. What was I thinking? But I mean, it's not for everybody, but she does like it. Great to see Willie Parker. It is, Bob. It certainly is. It is. Let's see here. Hey, Bob, can I ask you? I did see your show last night, tidbits here and there. Can I ask? I heard Green Bay Wacky or Cap 7. Something happened to Fireman CV. I don't know. I kept seeing everybody in the chat talking about him. Did something happen to him? Is he in the hospital, or did he have a spell, or he didn't have a heart attack or anything, did he, or a stroke? I just heard, and they were all commenting. I didn't actually hear what happened. But, I mean, you don't have to tell me. I'm just curious, because hopefully the man's okay. He's a real super nice fella. I really like him. Desmond's Daughters. Hey Dave, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Willie Parker, Jeff, you don't have to explain. I can't watch everybody's videos. It's okay. You have a life. Yeah, I mean, my wife sometimes thinks that literally while I'm sitting on the couch, I'll sit and I'll watch stuff. Sometimes I can hear stuff. Sometimes I can just read the chat. But I try to watch. Like I said, last night we sat and watched. She's like, turn this thing off tonight. I just want to sit, relax, and I don't want you having that on. I want you to watch a movie with me. So we ended up watching Daddy Daycare. What was I saying? Daddy's Home with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. If you've seen it, I mean, it's a good family movie. It's, you know what, she literally just wanted that last night. I mean, I guess that's a good thing. Willie Parker says, say hello. Yeah, hello everybody. Yes, Florida Pirate is stopping by to say hi. How are you, buddy? It's great to see you. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody for coming. I know you've got, it's the weekend, it's Sunday, so I appreciate you dropping in for however long you're here. If, like my wife always says, when people come in, the best time is when you're here, is when you are here. It doesn't matter if it's the beginning, middle, or ending, even if it's the last second. It's great to see you. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Desmond Saunders, Florida Pirate, Gills. His wife had an emergent surgery, but she is fine now and recovering. Oh, good. I didn't know it was his wife, Bob. I did not know. Hopefully, but she's fine now and recovering. Oh, that's good. I'm happy to hear that. I certainly wouldn't want to see anything happen to his loved ones, like his family and stuff, Bob. I mean, this is fun, but reality is we have lives and stuff, and in 2 seconds, I'm sure all of us, if something, you just turn it off and you go. You spend whatever time you're going to do with your family and that. Because this is fun, but this is not anything more than fun. I mean, I realize, it's a business for some people, and that I understand. But in the end, even, like, real jobs are not real life. You know what I mean? Honestly, we have to have jobs to work, to make money, to live. But honestly, in the end, our family is what's important. Nothing else in life is important. Because in the end, that's all we have. So, yeah, family's the most important, and I'm glad to hear that she's doing better, Bob. I really am. I'm sorry to hear that. I really, you don't like hearing stuff like that, but I'm glad she was able to get in, and that's what else can you say? Oh gosh, yeah, you don't like hearing stuff like that. You hope the best for everybody. Willie Parker, have you seen the people of Walmart? It shows people wearing stuff while in what? Have you ever seen the people of Walmart? It shows people wearing stuff while in Walmart. No, I haven't. Is it a video, Willie? Or I haven't seen it, unfortunately, so I don't, not too sure myself. But I haven't seen it. I have not seen it. Belker TV, Florida Pirate. Good morning, sir. Yes, good morning, Florida Pirate. Good morning or afternoon, Belker TV. Phoebers and Sissy, well, I gotta get going. Have a great day, everybody. Can't speak. Phoebers and Sissy, thank you so much. I realize I'm a little bit boring today, but I really appreciate it. I always scream out pizza to Bob when he's here, but yeah. No, I appreciate you dropping in. Thanks very much. Florida Pirate, it's raining here. I'm out making videos, usually Belker TV. I wish it was raining and melt all this darn snow. We had more snow overnight again. It's now starting to pile up. I said, we almost had a foot. Now I think we're about a foot and a half, a foot and 3/4 of snow now. It's starting to pile up now. Literally, the last 2 days, one night it came down, didn't even know it this morning. It was blowing when we went to bed, and boom, it's off again. Desmond Saunders, Dave says, well, there's food on the table, so my stay has been brief. Hopefully catch you later. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, Dave, when Joe and I will be on, probably be late. It'll be 7 o'clock our time, so it'll be about midnight. So I imagine I probably won't see you there at that point. But yeah, have a good dinner, Dave. It was nice to see you. Thank you very much. Dangerous Criminals. Woo! I love that. How are you? It's good to see you. Welcome. I hope you're having a good one. Desmond Donder says, bye, folks. Thanks a lot, Dave. You have a good one, okay? Hope you've had a good weekend, my friend. Willie Parker says, it's a video of people wearing weird stuff in Walmart. No, I haven't. You know what? Literally all I have to do is go down to Walmart and I see all the fun. I mean, it's good people everywhere, but yeah, we've got a few Walmarts here, and what do we have? Let me see. 2, 3, 4. I think there's about 4 or 5 here. I mean, our city's only got about just under 400,000, so it's not the biggest city, but it's big enough, and I think we have 4 or 5 Walmarts. I'm not 100% sure the exact amount, but 4 or 5, something like that. But yeah, and then it depends on what part of town you're in. You know, you can go to the East End, you'd run into every wingnut you've ever run into, or you could be in the North End, and you know the uppity people that have whatever and don't want anybody see they're in Walmart, and then out west, well, whatever, they're just shopping because you know it's probably the best place to get all your deals. And then the South, well, South's a little different, but Dangerous Criminal still working on it on 8:50. End of the day at 8:12 now. Oh, that's awesome. That is good. You know what? You talk about that. I want to say a thank you very much to a fella. His name's, let me just find him here, okay? I do want to say hi to him, that's all. And I'm going to drop his link in. Give me 2 seconds, okay, everybody? I'm just going to drop it in because he's, everybody, I'll tell you why I want to drop it in 2 seconds, okay? Let me see. Turner. Okay. Let me just drop the link in. I'll be 2 seconds, everybody, okay? And I'll explain why I want to drop it in. Okay, there it is. Okay, good. So I dropped his channel, and his name's Mikey Turner. And the reason I did that, when Dangerous Criminal said they're getting close to 8:50, they're at 8:12. That's a huge accomplishment. Well, Mikey Turner, this past week or so, last week or two, he put up a video a while ago, a few weeks ago, and on the video he says, you know, he's getting close to 100 subscribers. So he said, you know, at 100 he's going to do a giveaway. You know, there's a lot of people do giveaways when they hit their certain goal in that. So anyways, I mean, you don't have to, but some people like to. So, I mean, you know, it's just something some people like to do, and that's great. And like I said, you don't have to in any way. But he did one, and you know, he just said, if you watch my video, can you just say, you know what, that you watched it? So, you know, a lot of us said, hey, good for you. You know, you'll be there soon or something like that. So I think it was Friday night. Yeah, Friday night. I mean, unfortunately, we weren't home. We were out, and I have Mikey. His name's Mikey Turner. I just put his link in the chat. He's got like a Funko Pop channel in that. I don't know if you know what Funko Pops are. They're collectibles and stuff. You know how people collect things. Well, they're into Funko Pops. A real nice fellow, and that I really like him. And anyways, he did this giveaway, and they did the giveaway Friday night. And unfortunately, I didn't see it. We weren't in. So I think he did it around 9 or 9:30, and we got home just around 10 o'clock. And then I got a message, like an email from him on Instagram. He messaged the winner. He says, hey, Jeff, you won the giveaway. And I'm like, what? You won the contest? So then I went back, and I watched it, and I thought, what a super nice guy. And he said, you know what? He said, because I don't know if everybody was super happy in the chat, because, you know what, we weren't there in that. But he says, this fella commented on my video, and he says, I never put anything in the contest, you know what, that you had to be here and that. I just pretty much want to see if anybody was watching. And you know what, if you commented, your name got put in. It doesn't matter who you are. And that made sense to me. Anyways, so he put our name in, and he used some kind of YouTube picker, I guess it is. You put everybody's name that's in the challenge, I guess, or the contest, and then you hit the button, and then it rambles through, and then boom, the name of whatever channel wins pops up on the screen. So anyways, we won, and then I thought, oh wow, that's fantastic. Then my wife says, think about it, he's in the States only. You can't, it's going to be way too expensive. Unfortunately, if you ship in the States to other people in the States, it's probably fairly reasonable. But once you go, even Canada to the States is classified as international. It doesn't matter if it's just right across the border, it's still international. So the price of shipping, it becomes ridiculous. So anyways, he's still going to ship it to us, and I sent a message to him. I said, you know what, we don't want you shipping it out. I appreciate that we won, and we love it, but you know, we think somebody that is collector. So anyways, we'll give him a name, and he said, thanks very much. He was going to ship it out, and one of the fellas that we gave him the name, they sent a message and say, thank you so much. But, I mean, this fella, he was honestly, you know, it didn't matter, you know what, 100 people or whatever it was. He says, I had the contest. It didn't matter if you were in Australia. He was still going to ship it. But we felt guilty because I thought, you know what, this fella does not, you know, it probably as much to ship as it was to buy the package in the first place. But I want to say thank you to him, and you know, put his link up because he's a super nice guy, and you know what, well deserved in that, as each and everybody is. Anyways, I rambled on there. Sorry, everybody. I just want to say thank you to him. That's pretty much where I was going with that, everybody. Willie in South there. It's weird people in Walmart. Well, you know what, Willie, you don't have to be in the South. You can be up here. It's just like, you know, and it's not always just Walmart. It can be a lot of different stores, but I understand what you're saying. Dangerous Criminals. I want to give away at Hillbilly's channel a drone. Did you really? Is that Dangerous Criminals? Is that Florida Hillbilly? I think it was you or somebody else in the chat earlier in the week telling us about Florida Hillbilly. But that must be who you're talking about. It is Hillbilly's channel, a drone. That is amazing. That is amazing. Willie Parker, how many times do you say sorry in one day? Well, Willie, I guess, you know what it is? I guess I didn't start it till a few years ago. I was definitely not one person to say sorry in my life. I said it just as much as anybody else, but I never said it as much as I do until I had our kids. Once we had our kids, my wife said, you have to quit. Okay, this Jeff you see is not the same. Like, I'm the same person off camera, but around the kids, this is the Jeff you see 100%. I try not to swear. I try not to do this. Because, I mean, I didn't grow up that way, so I don't want the kids growing up that way. But, you know, just like all the kids, you know, they tend not to apologize. They tend not to do this or remember things. So my wife's always saying you have to try to instill stuff in them. So that's where that came from. I was always saying, you know, you have to apologize. You have to be the better man or woman or whatever. Just because you're either right or wrong. If you are wrong, definitely say you're sorry. Stick up for yourself 100%. But try to be, sometimes being the better man and walking away is easier than being that guy that puts his, you know, I did that earlier in my younger days. You know, if I got upset at somebody, I probably would have whatever when I was playing hockey. But as a, you know, a grown adult, you have to kind of step back sometimes, because otherwise, you know, things can be a lot more complicated. PMDB, Paul, sorry about this. PMDB Entertainment. Hi, Jeff, how are you? It's pretty good, Paul. How you doing? It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good. Hope you're having a nice end of the weekend. What's it about? 10 to 8 or quarter to 8 at night there in the UK. May Labata, I just wanted to say hello. I'm working on my break. Hi, everybody. Hi, May. How are you? It's nice to see you. Welcome. It's great to have you here. Thank you very much. Like I said, I'm not staying on a terribly long time. My wife said I had between. It's 1:42 here. She said I had between 1 and 2, so about an hour to do this. So I thought I'd stay on. At the latest 2 o'clock, which is in about 17 or 18 minutes. So I'll stay on that much longer, and then I'll cut this short, because Joe and I will go on later tonight. But I thought I'd come on because, you know, a lot of people here won't be on at 7 or 8 o'clock tonight when we're on. This was just a good time to come on. My wife said, you know what, you have your little time to get on there and do what you want. So Just My Fish. Hello, people. Just My Fish. How are you, my friend? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Dangerous Criminals on his channel. This video, 8 of the day. Live 1K sub giveaway winner. Star Wars collector drone unboxing. Oh, really? I'll have to take a look at that. That's amazing. So, did he just win Dangerous Criminals, or was this in the last tiny bit? That's amazing. Have you ever used? I've never used a drone. I've seen, all I've ever seen them is on usually YouTube. I've seen a few in the parks and stuff, but nothing like a major drone or anything. Probably just one they bought for their kids and stuff. But that'd be pretty awesome. That would be amazing. I think you know, if you put I don't know if do the drones, do you have to purchase the cameras and put them in, or do some of them come with them? I have no idea how it all works. I do not know how it all works. But you have to Dangerous Criminals, when you get it, you'll have to do like an unboxing, and you will have to you have to show us. You have to do a video on it. That'd be amazing. PMDB Entertainment. Okay, I'm okay, thanks. Good to see you live again. Yes, it is, Paul. Thanks again for coming. I appreciate it. Big Keg. Hey, g'day, Drongo. How are you? Keg, it's good to see you, my friend. It's good to see you. I didn't realize it was... is it Ants? How do you say it, Keg? Is it... I saw that Moonshine Inspirations, they put up a video. I just watched it before lunch when I got up here this morning a couple hours ago. And they put up a video. It must have been them at the beach. They said Australia Day. Is that what you call Ants? That's not Ants Day, is it? It's just Australia Day. I really don't know, Keg. I'm not trying to be ignorant about it. I'm not really too sure. So, but I saw that it was Australia Day, and they went to the beach at Surfers Paradise. Oh my gosh, it looked beautiful there. It looked beautiful. Dangerous Criminals. I've flown a plane, never a drone. That'd be amazing. That would be amazing. I'd love to see it. Only, will you do a video, Dangerous Criminals, on the drone and that? J Real Slots, hi idiot, blessings. It's good to see you, J Real Slots. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I will. Dangerous Criminals says will do. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, I imagine that'll be amazing. J Real Slots, he shaved. Yes. Oh my gosh. You know what's funny about it? Let me take the chat away from have it just stuck in front of my face. It was starting to look. I don't look good in beard or goatee or anything. It just looks goofy. I mean, a lot of people, they can grow in it. They look superior, but I just it doesn't look good on me. So anyways, I took it off. My wife was happy, and literally after I took it off, I shaved it into a handlebar, and I thought, oh man, does that ever look good? I came in, my wife said to me, and now if you keep that on, that's it. I said, that's it, what? She says, you don't want to know. So then I thought, oh, okay, well, she doesn't like the handlebar. So I shaved it into a mustache. She said, you get that off, you creepy old man. That's what she said to me. Yeah, she told me I was a creepy old man with one on, so she said that I had to shave it off. So clean shaven now. Now this, I feel that sometime this week it's coming off too, because I thought next week I just hit over 2 weeks with growth, and it's not a lot of growth. So I said to my wife, what do you think? She says, you keep it on for this weekend, and then sometime next week you're shaving it off one way or the other. So I made a joke. My next video, I haven't made a video in a couple weeks. I said maybe I'll put I have like a tripod. I'll put the camera on the tripod. And of course, nobody wants to see my hairy chest. So what I'll do is I'll put a t-shirt on, and I might do a clip in my hair or something off. Sometimes you gotta think of things to put. I'm pretty sure that'll scare everybody away, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have to get a video up sometime this week. Either that or I'll get out this week and film something, but I don't know. J Real Slots look great, brother. Well, you know what, J Real Slots, I appreciate it. I just need to get it off. It wasn't me. Big Cake says Australia Day, same as the 4th of July. Okay, Cake, that's awesome. That is great. I figured it was something. I just didn't know the exact name. I saw that she put up Australia Day, so I figured that's what it was. Willie Park, it's 1:44 here in North Carolina. Yeah, I imagine it's just a couple minutes ago. So yeah, at the same time, Willie. Multiverse Studio. Hey, it's good to see you. Thank you very much for coming, Multiverse Studio. I really like those videos with the green screens. Someday I'll have to try to figure that out, but I haven't yet. Dangerous Criminals. If I can catch him, I will do a live stream unboxing of it any of the day. Okay, sounds good, Dangerous Criminals. That's amazing. That sounds awesome. Swirl's laughing. Geez, just my fish. Hey, I have a poll running if anyone wants to vote on my community tab. Okay, just my fish. I will definitely check that out at a later point today, my friend. I will. Yeah, Keg, that's exactly what it looked like. I look like a creepster, as my wife said, porn star mustache. That's exactly what I look like. And you can see, Keg, I have like a reddish tinge and whitish gray. So it didn't look, if I had darker hair, I always said to my wife, I had brown hair, dark hair, and it wasn't starting to go gray, it'd probably look okay, but I've got fair skin, so it doesn't look great on me. It just doesn't. Thanks, J Real Slots. Much appreciated. I appreciate that. Willie Parker. I think drones have cameras with them. Do they? Okay. Like I said, I know nothing about them. I watch a lot of the drone channels, and I love them. But unfortunately, I don't know a lot about them. I still think some of the best footage ever is from drones. That's the movie. We watched Daddy's Home with Joe last night. And then later on, about 11 or 12 o'clock, I put another movie. She was doing things on the computer, messing around for a couple hours. So I think for the next 2.5 hours, I watched this movie called Shooter with Mark Wahlberg. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it. I love it. I've seen it a bunch of times, but I haven't seen it in a few years. So I said, do you mind me putting it on? She goes, no. But anyways, the intro to that movie, talking about drones, the intro to the movie is they come through the mountains, and it's a drone. It has to be. But it comes down on the creek, down on the water, and then up through the mountains. And, oh, man, the footage, and I forget, I think that's like 10, 11, 12 years ago. But the footage, I can't even imagine if they'd used drones like 30 or 40 years ago with movies, what they would have had. But, yeah, the footage was absolutely brilliant. Just amazing. Just amazing. Yeah, J Real Sluts, Keg, now there's a man with a good, I'm sure he'd be able to grow if he shaved all that off, a good mustache, but he has a nice thick goatee. Unfortunately, Keg, I would love to keep the goatee, and the reason I do shave them off after a bit, because it doesn't look good on me. And second of all, when I shave it, I can never get one side, I can never get them even. One side's always thicker. It doesn't matter. Sorry, I can't do that because I'm looking at it all the wrong way. But one side's always thicker than the other. And then under here, I screw it up every single time. When I'll be like, oh yeah, it's perfect. Then I'll go out, I'll look, and one side's like higher than the other. So I said, screw it, I'll just take the thing off. Multiverse Studio, I don't get enough time these days to be on YouTube. Well, that's okay. You know what? You're having a life. That's the main thing, Multiverse Studio. You know what? I love coming on here. But really, you know, in the end, this is fun for me. I mean, I can't do this the rest of my life. Like, I couldn't do this as a job. I mean, I imagine everybody would love to, but I would never make any money at it. This is, for me, this is fun. I get to talk to all of you in the first place, and it gives me kind of an outlet. Right now, exactly at this exact moment, I'm not working because I was laid off from work, so I have the time. But you know, in the future, my wife says I have a certain set schedule that you know, in these next couple months, I have to get a job one way or the other. I often thought over the time, you know, I get back out there. I'm definitely not going to work in the insurance industry ever again. That I'm done with. I did that for years, and that's kaput for me. But I often thought, should I work from home or what I should do? I still haven't ironed that out, but one way or the other, have a couple months, and then because we're good financially that way, and for a few more months. But then I have to get back to work, and that. But no idea what I'm going to do then. But in the meantime, that's why I've been on so much, because I'm able to right now. But I will have to change things up in the next few months. Multiverse Studio, that was a great movie. Yeah, it certainly was. It was, oh my gosh, I love the movie. I mean, you know, I don't know if everybody likes the idea what it's about, but I mean, it's just a movie. It's entertainment. That's all it is. Big Keg, beautiful sunrise happening here. Gorgeous morning. Oh, I imagine. Everybody, if you get a chance to watch, you know, Big Keg's latest video, he did a beautiful sunrise, not sunset, sunrise. It's in Corindi Beach where he lives, and he did that a few days ago. And if you get a chance, please watch it. I said to him, and I wasn't kidding, Keg, when I said it. I love your videos, but this you hit it bang on with this one, with the music and it's like a time lapse. You watch it from the beginning till it comes out, but you have to see it. It's brilliant. He did a great job, and the way the water's coming in with the music in the background, it's amazing, Keg. It really is. And we don't have that like this in the summer and spring, Keg. We might if we're out at the lake. Because unfortunately we don't live by an ocean here. We're a good 1,000 miles away from an ocean, but we're in the Great Lakes, so there's a lot of lakes around here. But yeah, we wouldn't get anything like you do, Keg, at all unless we went on holiday somewhere. But it was absolutely beautiful. Multiverse Studio. I'm growing my mustache and beard. That's awesome. Now, I thought, you know, it started growing in, and one day I was like, oh yeah, it's starting to grow in thicker. It looks right. And then, you know what, since it is thinner, I just had to wait for a day or two for it to grow in a little bit more. And as it grew in, it's like, oh yeah, it's not growing in. I thought it was, but it's not. So this is going to have to come off. J-Real Slots, definitely enjoy you. You'll have a great job. I feel it. Thoughts and prayers. Oh, J-Real Slots, yeah, I'm not complaining, I promise. I'm just saying that I have to figure something out. But I definitely won't be doing what I did. I worked for the biggest insurance company here in town, and they were it just like a lot of, you know, everybody has their jobs, and then some people have stressful ones, some don't, but the stress at that job was the biggest I've ever had in the last 35 years or so. So my wife says it was the best thing. She says it was a blessing in disguise, if you can imagine. What they did is I had my back out. I was off work for 2 weeks. When I returned to work, you know, I had everything through the doctor and stuff. I had notes and stuff. He was fine. I went to physiotherapy for it. And when I returned to work, the few months before that, they started downsizing the company. So it's not really their fault. They had actually started downsizing. And when I returned, they said, you know, they figured that could be an occurring thing for me. So since they were downsizing, they figured that, you know, here's what it is, and you happen to be one of them. So yeah, it is what it is. Dangerous Criminals. Be right back. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I'm on here for about 5 or 6 more minutes. I'll stay on the 2 because then we have to go. We're going over to my mom's for dinner and that, and my wife said it's 1:55. I have to 2. Then she says you have to get your butt off there, and we have to get the kids and get over to your mom's. She looks forward to it. She doesn't see us very often, and she looks forward all week to see the kids. So yeah, we're gonna do that. And it's good to see her anyways. Multiverse Studios. Last time I shaved was on the 21st of December. Yikes, that's awesome. I wish I could have kept it that long. Big Keg. Make sure you hit the like button, folks. Thanks, Keg. I appreciate it, my friend. I appreciate that. I can imagine that sunrise must be beautiful and that. I imagine it must be. Multiverse Studio. Insurgent's job is very frustrating. I can imagine. I imagine. But you know what? I have a family. I can't be off forever in that, and I've been off for a tiny bit. So, but it took me a bit, to be honest. Even when I went back to work, it's because they had said that you have to return to work. And which I was fine with. I would have just continued to go to physio, but I went to physio even after for a few months, and it took a long time because when I was off, I was hunched over like an old man. I couldn't straighten up for the life of me. But after going to physio for a bit, they give you exercises you do, and I was walking about. I worked myself up to about 5 kilometers every day, and it was pretty good. I'd put my headphones on, I'd go for a walk. You kind of, like a stress relief, you just kind of forget about what you're doing, and you just walk, and take me about just under an hour to do it. And it was fun, and I got myself in shape, and I literally, it was funny. I could feel myself getting a little bit better and better, and I was literally at the drugstore picking something up with my wife. I literally got out of the car, I was hunched over, I started walking into the drugstore, and as I was walking, all of a sudden I felt myself like straightening up. I thought, oh, that's weird. And then literally I straightened right up perfectly, and then I started walking. I thought, oh, this must just be a fluke. And then for the next couple months, I felt like $1 million. I said, what just happened? It's almost like something in my system just fixed itself like in the split second. But anyways, I guess it's just age. J Real Slot, sorry to hear the supernatural healing for your back. You'll bounce back. Oh yeah, no, I'm good. Oh, I'm not complaining. I swear. I'm just letting people know that's why I'm able to come on. Like maybe not on the weekends, but during the week, why I can get on here a little bit more than. I mean, I do have things that I have to do in that, and that I'm doing online, but I'm able to get on a tiny bit during the day and stuff like that. At least an hour and a half a day, where I wouldn't be able to if I was at work and that. But yeah, it is what it is. Amen. Yes. But I'm good, J Real Slots. No worries for me. I've got a good family in that, and I've got a good wife in that supports me in that. And I mean, we're A-okay in the. Whoops, there she is. There's the dog, not my wife. But I really appreciate each and every one of you coming by today. It meant a lot that you came by. I mean, I know you have things to do, and you're busy in that, especially on the weekends and stuff with your lives and your family. So I really do appreciate you coming by. I really do. But like I said, stay on another minute, then I'll take off. But literally, Joe and I will come on again tonight. It's 1:58, 1:59, and we'll probably come on about 7 or 8. I'm hoping 7 o'clock, but it just depends. If we can't get home in time, it'll be 8. But hopefully in about 5 or 6 hours. So, but I'll put in the community tab about an hour before we go what time exactly we'll be on. So if any of you are here, great. But if not, we'll see again, and we'll do that. But let's see here. Oh, let's see the doggy. She's upstairs right now, but she was literally running up the stairs. Excuse me. Daisy? Oh, my son's playing with her. But next time, I promise I will get her on here, okay? I will catch you. I'll definitely get her on for sure. Let's see the doggy. Show your doggy, please. Multiverse Studio. She's up with our kids, and, when she gets here, she doesn't even... But I will next time, I promise, okay? I promise I will. Big Cake, battery going flat. Crap, catch you later today. Okay, Cake, see you later, okay? Yeah, probably about 5 or 6 hours. It's 2 our time, so probably about... Probably between 7 and 8, but I'll put it in the community tab quick just before I go, about an hour before. Catch you later, Keg. Thanks again, Hooroo. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Yes, J Real Slots, Multiverse Studio. I really appreciate you for coming. I really do. It's been a good one today. It really has. I know, like I said, it's it's Sunday afternoon, so people have things to do. But I thank you very much for coming, and everybody have a good one. I bid you adieu, but I will be back in 5 or 6 hours on for the Jeff and JoJo with my wife, my better half, the best part of the show. Anyways, everybody have a good one. We will catch you later, either tonight or at my regular time, 2 p.m. Monday to Friday. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks again for coming, okay? Much appreciated. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.